This was the worst experience that I've had watching any movie ever. And not only did I watch one of these pieces of garbage, I watched 5, all for your entertainment. You see, I made a video about a movie called 200% Wolf. There must have been 500 comments telling me to review these movies, so here you go. I listened. Yeah, that's right, I'm going to rank and review all of these god-awful Alpha and Omega movies and show you exactly what I had to endure. I'll use this randomizer wheel to see which one comes first. You know what, guys? I'm actually excited. Spin the wheel. Let's see what we got. Money, money, money. What is this? Journey to Bear Kingdom. That means nothing to me. Let's figure this out. All of these movies kind of look and feel the same. They really look like they take place inside of one single PS2 map on a video game with poorly rendered graphics, lifeless and hollow, ugly character models. And I think it's really funny how the establishing shots aren't even the render. It's like a painting or something that they're zooming into. And to complement the ugly animation, we have super unfitting voice acting that takes you off guard every time a new person talks.
Don't get your feathers in a twist, you bunch of squeaky.
For some reason, every type of animal has their own accent, as if they're from different regions of the world. They all live in the same forest. Shouldn't they have the same accent, if anything? Like, why do bears have British accents?
So excited, Mother.
And wolves have American accents.
I am here, my fair princess.
The prince of nobility, of awesomeness.
And this guy's got some thick Scottish accent.
The Bear Queen and Princess Conyu are coming. I gotta get this place fixed up.
And I guess the elk are Jewish.
Donna, if those two gents don't hurry up and ask us out.
Seriously, Marge, what are they waiting for? Don't they know glamour when they see it?
I'm telling you, every single character that's introduced is insufferable. Every single one. I'll spare you from having to listen to the rest of that one, but that isn't the only time that they do that. It wasn't funny the first time, it hurts my ears, and they do it again later in the movie, for even longer. Even these birds that they know are super annoying, and they're chirping for the entirety of this movie, and there's like a 5-minute scene of these birds just chirping at every individual character that we're supposed to know by now. What? And you'll notice that the birds' animations are always lockstep with each other, because God forbid they take the extra time to animate these birds individually, but I can make an entire 10-hour video on how many corners they cut. So let's focus on the plot. So all these little dipshit dogs are in a place they're not supposed to be because they're waiting for the queen bear. They're friends with this little lazy piece of shit excuse for a bear, and he can't stay awake for more than 3 minutes. Seems like a serious condition, nothing to joke about.
Sorry, I was napping.
True royalty inspires and leads.
All these little dipshit dogs are producing more cringe than I've ever been able to withstand in my life, so I'm gonna try to make my way through this.
So much for practicing for the queen bear's arrival.
Speaking of the queen, where is she?
You wanna try that one again?
Speaking of the queen, where is she?
You really couldn't have at least made the mouth move? Turns out the entire forest super gives a shit that the bear's coming in town. They treat her like a celebrity and they all line up waiting. I don't even know why these people need a queen. Who made her the queen? What does the queen do in this situation? Who knows? Doesn't matter. She's in town now, and everybody's there waiting for her arrival.
It is a shame this region has fallen into the paws of rogue wolves.
Whoa, did she just say the N-word? I can't help but see the racial allegory when she says something like that. This was a good neighborhood until all those filthy rogue wolves started rolling in.
It is I.
Did you get the royal tune?
Ah, see, we're ready.
I don't even know what accent that is. German, maybe? Why does everybody have a different accent? It's not even the accent from where these animals are known to inhabit. At least that would make sense. But then the bear queen rolls up and holy shit, this looks so bad. I've never animated a day in my life, but I have the confidence I can make something better than this in Blender in like 2 days. So this bear queen character, whose name is Queen Bear, her name is actually Bear. So it's either that every bear's name is Bear, or she's the only one that gets that name while everybody else has a normal name like Clyde and Kevin. But Queen Bear ends up being a huge narcissist. I mean, look at her. She's got her head held high. She forces everybody to throw a parade every time she comes into town. No humility, this bear.
Beast is my name. The Nutters of the Eastern Forest proudly present... Nut!
Thank you, Nutters.
It's either they meant that as a joke and they wanted people to laugh at a nut joke, or they didn't know what that meant and what it sounded like. Either way, these people are incompetent.
The Nutters proudly present Nut.
Naughty, naughty.
And then, you know what? I had to listen to it. You're gonna listen to it too.
Hello there.
Then they bully this bear some more, who clearly has mental deficiencies. Mentally challenged or not, my boy's got game. He actually pulls the princess, and the queen's not too happy about that. Understandably so, this guy's kind of a bum. This movie's so awkward, they just keep introducing new people over and over and over, and you don't know who to pay attention to. And they make these jokes that just don't land.
We're here at the welcoming ceremony for Queen Bear and Princess Conyu.
What, was that a joke? Like they're pretending to broadcast this event on the news or something? And honestly, I can't tell if this movie is making fun of people with Down syndrome, but watch this next part.
Wow! She's hot! She's beautiful, huh? My name is Brent.
So exactly what I said, his name is Brent. She's the only one that gets to be named Bear. Everyone else has a regular name. But here come those nasty rogue wolves. They could ruin their own neighborhood for all I care. They want to come here and ruin our good time.
Rogue wolves!
She says this as nobody reacts. She's standing completely still. You can't animate her back up a little bit with her eyes squint, maybe?
If those rogues think they're gonna touch those crowns, they'll feel the wrath of our antlers.
Because you know those rogue wolves, they're always stealing something, you know? There's not that many of them, but they make up over half the crimes, those wolves.
Okay, Nutters.
The Nutters take out a few of the wolves. I guess they're dead now. They don't spring back up. They tripped and fell and died.
Rogue wolves!
And the other animals go and fight them too, and then there's a big PS2 fight scene between all the animals and those rogue wolves.
Get me the princess!
Then those little dipshit dogs want to be involved, so they run after the princess to go help her. And the birds go tell the king what's happening back over at Bear Lake. Why does he look like that? The animation only gets worse as the movie goes. And oh my god, I promise I was just joking about the racial implications behind the rogue wolf thing. But listen to this.
I shall send troops instead. What do the rogue wolves want of us bears? We can't help them create an alpha wolf race.
I thought it was just them accidentally saying these things, but it seems purposeful now. What are they trying to say? What the is going on? Little bit of a problem because the bear can't leave the bear kingdom without exposing them for the wolves to come and take them over and create a big wolf master race. So instead he sends for the little dip puppy's parents.
Hello, I'm Winston. The queen bear was attacked by rogue wolves.
There's a big chase segment and the little puppy is a sociopathic murderer. He kills this wolf without hesitating and smiles and laughs about it.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust, huh? Sounds like something a serial killer would say. Now here's the big showdown. They're in trouble by all these rogue wolves, and Winston's gonna go tear shit up over there. This is what we've been building up this whole time. The kids are in trouble. The grandpa and all the pack, they're gonna go save them. It's gonna be a big thing.
Wait a minute, there they are.
Okay, I guess not. I guess they just made it back, so forget about the Winston stuff. I don't even know why they made it a big fuss. I guess everything's fine now.
Princess Conyu, we're sorry to hear about your mother. Are you hungry?
I'm so sorry that your mother's probably dead right now. Are you hungry? Could you eat? What the f***?
I hope they didn't go to the eastern forest where the rogue wolves are.
So then some birds show up and they see the royalty bird and then they start making some racial arguments against each other on who gets to f*** her first.
I saw her first. I'm sure Magpie would like to meet something more than a goose. I am Paddy of royal lineage. My ancestors swam in St. James Park. Yes, with pigeons, no less. I'm Marcel, of French origin. He's French if you count Montreal.
Who is this movie made for? So her royal guard betrayed her. They're on the rogue wolf side. I don't know what possible incentive they would have to do that, but whatever. They were just beating the shit out of those wolves when no one else was around. Why did they continue to fight the rogue wolves when nobody was around to watch them? Is it just because you wanted the audience to be on edge for a little bit longer? They should have betrayed her much sooner. Wait, as a matter of fact, hold on, go back. Because earlier they mentioned, oh, I wish that your father could be here, but then the royal guard people were the ones that told her, nope, you can't do that because then the kingdom would be exposed. Why would he say that if he was on the rogue wolf side? Wouldn't he try to convince her to do that and leave it exposed because that's his plan? What?
Fight hard! For the queen!
Well done, my knights with furry tails.
There's just something about their delivery. Why are you smiling, laughing, and being so friendly and acting like you're completely calm in a situation like this? It just makes us feel like it's not a big deal. You got all these people trying to kill you, but you're like, wow, nice. That was a good one. It would make it a little bit better. Maybe be a little out of breath or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a voice actor, but you know, I can only imagine that maybe just make it sound like you're saying the things that your character's saying, and maybe that's better. I don't know.
Queen Bear, we're here to help.
We have your daughter, Kanyu.
The daughter bear made it out alive, and you're going to go up to the pack of people looking for her to try to kill her and tell them exactly where she is? Are you stupid or dumb or in between?
Meet the Western Pack.
Rogues, back to the forest!
If I was the betting man, I'd say the rogue wolves would smoke them in two. I guess they're not built like that, whatever, they ran away. And the bear wants to go back to the bear kingdom because she's afraid that everybody's in danger now. The filmmaker's Sony Potato laptop's working on overdrive trying to render this landscape shot.
The rogue wolves want our lake. Its water feeds the valley and they want control of it to extort the wolf packs downstream.
Where have I seen this before? Mad Max has some explaining to do. The two traitor bears go up to the king and says that the queen has been kidnapped. They lied to him to try to bait everybody out of the kingdom.
Send everyone.
And again, if this was his goal from the beginning, why were they the ones that were enforcing the rule? The king's buddy ends up catching on to them and calls them out. And they say, okay, you got me, and they throw them off a cliff. And I really have to make a compilation of the king's voice actor screaming because he really puts his all into it. He's the only voice actor that actually kind of commits to what he's doing. Whoa, hold on a second. Is that the same exact scream, like copy and paste? Did they reuse the audio file? And they didn't even have the other bears react, so it looks like they're just sitting there thinking, yeah, this is James, just screaming his head off like normal, that psychopath.
I have to go. I have a feeling Mother survived. But I also have a feeling my father's in trouble.
That is absolutely astonishing that you guessed that. I'm gonna have you pick 10 numbers at random, and also who's gonna win the game tonight. Let's get rich together, little bear.
I have to go back to the kingdom. Strom and Claw are traitors. I can feel it.
Can you now? Are we just going full-fledged superpower bear now? Is that what we're doing right now? Is this bear omniscient?
We must divide and conquer.
Yes, the rogue wolves will soon be arriving.
Wow, strong women.
This fucking guy.
Why don't I go and divide, and then you two can conquer? Ever heard of a Trojan wolf? Yoo-hoo! My name's Jester, the court jester for hire, just passing through to hit all the kingdoms.
So that is a Trojan wolf.
Yes, like the traveling circus. And look, 2 bears and 40 bulls.
Just know I'm doing this for you guys. There is no other godly reason I would be watching this right now. So leave a comment and like the video, please. Subscribe if you're not. I'm gonna keep going.
And I'll even throw in some dancing. I've got clown dancing, a bit of mime, and even MJ.
So then the bear miraculously climbs his way out of a death pit. And this shit goes on for so long, it's ridiculous.
Power! Who's got it? Who does it?
And he starts dancing to distract him, and then they make their move.
of the Sovereign Bear Kingdom, charge!
If they were just gonna do that, then why did he have to do all that dancing? What did distracting him even do? Nothing. There's a rather long PS2 battle, I'll spare you the time. But again, this voice actor, just listen to him, he just doesn't belong in this movie.
A king inspires and leads, and now the rogues face inevitable defeat once again.
And again, they recycle roars. So he ends up throwing him off a cliff and murdering him.
Wanted our water?
But they're not done yet. They're not gonna stop until every single last one of them is dead and buried in the ground. Pretty sinister stuff, but it's not me doing it, it's them.
You see, rogues? This is what cooperation really looks like.
You rogues will never learn.
It gets to the point where they end up throwing them in jail where the rogues belong. They put them under this thing that they can easily get out of. It seems like there's plenty of space. Then they gotta say nut one more time.
I dub you Sir Beast of the Nutters.
Then they just suck each other off on how good of a job everybody did until the end of the movie, and that's it.
I hereby dub ye Duke Stinky, Duke Runt, and Duchess Claudette.
And I don't want to be that guy, but what did they actually do to get that honor? He says they showed courage, but what they did was run away and go home. That was the right thing to do in that situation, but it wasn't hard. Anybody else would have done that too.
Let's celebrate!
Let's not. Okay, this movie sucked. It was really, really bad. It was hard to watch. The plot felt like it was going to end like 5 different times, and it should have ended the first time. Honestly, it's just one of those movies where the premise was off. You had 0 talent involved with this project, no passion, no idea or vision whatsoever. The word bear just came up in the boardroom and they said, all right, no more questions were needed. They just did that. Whatever. We're gonna put bears in this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this at the D tier because I haven't seen the other ones yet. So I don't know where those are going to lie. I would just hope that they're better than this. I hope that this is the worst one. If this is the best one, then that's, oh my God. I don't know why I even agreed to do this. I should have just left it at the 1, but we're gonna do all of them because I said I'm gonna do all of them, so there we go. D tier for this. If I had to give it a real movie rating, I would say 1 out of 10 easily. I don't know what else you could drop the ball on. I mean, a 1 out of 10 is fitting. It's definitely fitting. I can't think of anything that it did well. Stay tuned for the next one. We're gonna be doing these once a week. I'm gonna have a fun time doing them, as fun as I can at least, but you know, like the video, comment the number 8 if you made it to the end. I want to know who did and who didn't, and subscribe if you aren't already. I see that a lot of you aren't subscribed. Like most of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so please give me a sub. I appreciate you guys.